I just purchased a 2001 Toyota Corolla with a piece of the key broken off in the ignition. The car still turned on and shut off fine using the remaining half a key, but to avoid any future problems, and frankly, because it was bothering me a little bit, I decided to get that piece of key out. I tried a number of methods I found online, including fishing it out with a piece of scroll saw blade and putting a dab of super glue on the remainder of my key, pulling it out with that. Nothing worked. So I decided this would be a lot easier to do inside with some light. So I went ahead and removed the ignition switch from the car. Removing the ignition switch from these Corollas is really easy. There are 3 Phillips head screws on the steering column you have to remove to take the cowling off. Once the cowling's off, with your key in accessory mode, there's a small button on the underside of the ignition. You depress and it slides right out. There's a number of videos on how to do this on YouTube, so I'm not going to show you here. I'll link one of those in the description. Now, my initial plan was to disassemble this even further if possible, but don't be fooled by the snap ring on the backside. As far as I found, there's no way to disassemble this switch anymore without drilling out a few tabs on the backside of the faceplate and prying it off. There's another great video on YouTube that shows you that process and how to get to the tumblers for the lock. I'll link that in the description as well. Now, upon closer examination, I noticed there's a tab on the inside of the keyhole that was probably getting in the way of my scroll saw blade. That tab is actuated by the arm on the backside of the switch, which opens and closes it. So with the switch in lock mode, I tried opening the tab and fishing it out again with my scroll saw blade. It was really wedged in there and that didn't work for me. What did end up working was a hearty application of WD-40, flipping the switch over, actuating the arm, and giving it a few stout taps on the table. The key slid right out. I hope somebody will find this information useful someday. Again, your mileage may vary, but this is what worked for me. Have a great day.